There is a concern among Ghanaians about the state of health of Akufo Addo. Now, this particular thing is trendy, especially on TikTok and on Twitter, after a video surfaced that Akufo Addo is seen massive say, I say I will see soon answer no benance. And there are also scores of other the particular video involved. You could see say on Nantia. So at the point in time, the bodyguard had to hold him. We'll come back to that video because there's another subsequent video. Now, many people are asking questions, say, how fit is Akufo Addo? Definitely, he's 82 years old, so he wouldn't be strong as he was some 40 or 20 or even 10 years or even 5 years ago. But Manfosu Bisa said, what's this thing Akufo Addo? You didn't urgent here, baby. By this time, you should be at home resting because or event, as though as if said he's still campaigning to be the president of the Republic of Ghana. In aid of this, Akufo Addo's health condition is actually worsening by day, especially after this particular video shown on the screens surface, and that is what is causing a lot of panic among the New Patriotic Party because Akufo Addo is seen as one of the people who are paving way, and as he's still fighting to make sure that the Baumia cause and the Baumia factor will be intact. And he said, BBC air course na sebi untimi enya wodin Ember party leadership. He been party a council or a leader. Untimi Ember take charge of activities and take charge of decisions and making sure that things are all right. What it means that the whole Baumia's whole angle or the whole castle of Baumia will come down. What he's built and the momentum ever perform. Regardless, MPP Fobisu feels that it's just a normal thing. He's an old man. He's tired. That is why he has someone to actually cater for him. Yenkuti the reactions in regards to some of the internal matters of the New Patriotic Party.
Today, I submit my form, give MPP.
All right, so you heard the Dr. Brady Champong and speaking after submitting his forms. Okay, so let me turn my attention now to Str0ke Issa. He's a member of the Kennedy Agyapong campaign team. Str0ke, good morning to you again. Okay, sorry, the mics are off. Okay, good morning to you again.
Good morning, my big brother.
Okay, so the question I asked Dr. Kisi was, how is the Brady Champong campaign going? Obviously, I've seen your presidential candidate speaking a lot in various places, various courtesies, people making comments and all that. But after submitting the forms of your candidate, you can't talk about the aftermath and what he says, but what is next for the campaign team? Dr. Kisi, I have a few other questions for you. I'll come to you. No worries.
Yeah, so thank you, my big brother, Wilberforce, for the opportunity. I bring you greetings from your own brother, Honorable Ken in Agyapong. You know he's a friend of Asase.
Yes.
A very good friend of Asase. So he asked me to bring you your greetings and to bring you greetings to the listeners. And I think that indulge me before I even proceed to respond to the question you asked. Indulge me to communicate the gratitude of Honorable Ken in Agyapong to the thousands of Ghanaians and supporters, our esteemed polling station executives, the electoral area coordinators, constituency executives, regional executives, national, all the party members who came to the office of the national office of the New Patriotic Party to support him. He does not take their support for granted. He values them. Those who could not come because of distance, he appreciates all of them. He's so grateful to all of them. Yes, and so like you witnessed on Wednesday, a massive show of love, a massive and overwhelming show of support for Honorable Ken in Agyapong. And the program itself gives him another layer of confidence that he is the next flag bearer and the next president of the Republic of Ghana. After the filing and the submission of the forms, Honorable Ken has been so much concerned about some political issues. And of course, I remember the last time we were having a meeting, he has been so particular about the current state of the New Patriotic Party. And our situation is so critical as a political party. And I have said this on several platforms that I have spoken, all the major platforms that I have spoken, that if the New Patriotic Party were a human being and sick, the New Patriotic Party would be rushed and admitted to the intensive care unit of any hospital that it is being rushed to, because our situation is very, very critical and dire. Look, today, if we talk of the New Patriotic Party, and these are figures, these are statistics, this is data. If we talk of the strength or the state of the New Patriotic Party, currently we can boast, the New Patriotic Party can boast of a voter strength of just around 4.6 million people. Currently, that is our voter strength compared to the voter strength of the New Patriotic Party as in 2020, when His Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency President Akufo Addo, gave us a party with a voter strength of over 6.7 million people. And so our situation is very, very critical. And that is why Ghanaians and largely the New Patriotic Party believe that there is the need for the party to present a new face, to present a new candidate, to be able to regain power from the National Democratic Congress. Look, today, if you do analysis of our state, you'll be so worried. And I would want to establish this very carefully so that I'll be able to proceed to handle the various issues that will come after. Today, how many members of parliament do we have in Ghana? I remember a presentation that was done by one of the MPs, and the MP said that today the New Patriotic Party is almost inconsequential in parliament because we have just 88, now 87 members of parliament. The National Democratic Congress can do whatever they want except curating a new human being in parliament. We went into elections, you all know, and these are figures. We went into elections just last year, and for the presidential result, New Patriotic Party was just able to win around 77 constituencies. We lost in 199 constituencies in Ghana. And this is very serious for us. And I believe that it's quite important for us. And that is why Honorable Ken comes in. Today, there is a consensus everywhere you go, every meeting you attend, all categories of people you meet, the males, the females, the elderly, the youth, the women. There is a consensus that if the New Patriotic Party wants to come back to power, the only candidate, the most popular candidate that can take power for the New Patriotic Party is Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong. Look, I went to voter region.
Okay, so on that point, I'll let you continue. But on that point, some analysts, both within your party and outside of your party, have stated that ahead of the 2023 presidential primaries, Kennedy Ohene Agyapong was heard saying a lot of things to the members of the New Patriotic Party in terms of its grassroots when he went on campaigning. Some say that his rhetoric post the 2024 elections during the primaries of the New Patriotic Party had an adverse effect on the grassroots of the party, and it turned the party internally against itself by virtue of the things that he said about the New Patriotic Party. Has your team by any means made an analysis of this, aggregating all the things that he said about his own party and the effect that it had on members of the party, which the statistics clearly shows did not come out to vote in the elections?
And so let's be specific here. You know, this is the propaganda that has been thrown out into the public. Give me specific instances and let's address them. We have done our own tabulation, and I can show you that the National Democratic Congress ran more advert on the statement that had been made by our presidential candidate more than any other person. They attacked the various statements that our presidential candidate, and you saw the various TV commercials, the social media commercials that the National Democratic Congress ran just to make their case. Now, speak to me, be specific about some of the things that Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong said, which affected the elections. You know, I was with him. I have been his aide, and I am his spokesperson. I have traveled to every single constituency he has visited in Ghana. I have addressed all the polling station executives of every single constituency. And I do not remember where he has made such statement, except, and I'm choosing my words carefully, except in a response to a statement that has been made by members of the other camp. Give me examples.
Okay, so for example,
give me examples.
For example, Kennedy Agyapong,
yes.
Kennedy Agyapong, in one of the videos that we have seen, stated that New Patriotic Party members and leaders are fools, and that they are thieves, and that they have milked the country. So if people heard you say such things about your own political party and its members, won't it turn the party? And the records of election 2024 points out that New Patriotic Party members were aggrieved, and so they did not turn out to vote because they didn't want to vote for their own party, and they also didn't want to vote for the opposition. And that is why, instead of recording 6.7 million like you recorded in 2020, you recorded 4.6 million. And the evidence was there to show that those 2 million people did not turn out to vote. It's a different thing if they turned out to vote and they voted for the opponent. But the record shows that they didn't turn out to vote at all because of internal inability to hold together.
So now you are saying that the 2.1 million Ghanaians that did not vote, or the 1.6 million loss, is attributable to Ken.
No,
then
I didn't say that.
Then yeah, so
I didn't say that. I'm only saying that. So I'm saying that as a party.
Yeah,
it appears that the people didn't come out to vote for the party because they were aggrieved with the party. So the right thing, perhaps I should say, is that they were angry with power. And they were angry with power simply because of what elements within the party have been saying to them. And that included chiefly Kennedy Agyapong.
And so that I was responding to this, and I'm surprised. I know this is the propaganda that has been put out there, but I'm surprised. First of all, have you had the privilege to watch that video where he refers to the statement you made? Have you had opportunity to watch? How many minutes did you watch that video? Obviously, he was talking about, you see, and I know one day he's going to come public with the full story. He has actually spoken to this matter. But you remember very well the circumstances around which some of these things, some of these issues happened. Honorable Safumafo was holding a caucus meeting with his own party members, discussing how NPP could advance their fortunes and make sure that we stay in power for long. And then the issue of the Achims and the Asantes came into force. And then some other statements were made at that meeting that was being chaired by Honorable Safumafo. And so I would plead with Ghanaians to watch or to listen to the 8-minute tape that has been put out there. Now, in that meeting, a meeting with MPP members, somebody records the meeting and gives the audio to an opposition radio station to broadcast what was happening at the meeting. My brother, this is a very dangerous trend within the party. And so for me, these are some of the things that we should all condemn. How can you, in a council meeting, a very serious meeting, caucus meeting, record the meeting of your own party and hand it over to your opposition party just to betray the people who were doing the meeting. And so these are the matters that we should all speak against. And for me, if you say that Honorable Ken Agyapong, his utterances and other actions led to our defeat, then this is quite dangerous. And it makes Honorable Ken Agyapong, rather for me, a superpower. It means that he is the only person that can lead us to regain power. Because if the